Manchester City have been to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium 5 times since it was built, failing to win on any occasion. Not only that, failing to score 2. April 2019 in the Champions League, Spurs 1, Manchester City 0 with a rare penalty miss from Sergio Aguero. 2nd of February 2020 in the league this time, Spurs 2, Manchester City 0. 21st of November 2021 in the league again, Spurs 2, Manchester City 0. 15th of August 2021 again in the league, Spurs 1, Manchester City 0. Finally, the 5th of February 2023 again, 1-0 Spurs. This ground is undoubtedly a bogey ground for Manchester City, with many Blues believing it is actually a curse. But on the 26th of January 2024 in the FA Cup 4th round, Manchester City would get yet another chance to finally break this curse. Yes people, welcome back to another video. Manchester City have finally won at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and this is going to be 3 things we learnt from Tottenham Hotspur 0, Manchester City 1. Make sure you hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let's get straight into it. Number 1 is Nathan Ake. I think it's time we had a serious conversation about this guy and started appreciating him as one of the best defenders in world football right now. Whether it's at centre half, whether it's at left back, you can always put your house on Nathan Ake having at least a very, very good game. Now, of course, in this fixture, scoring the winning goal in a 1-0 game is absolutely huge. Scoring City's first ever goal in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is absolutely huge and a massive relief for Manchester City fans. He also scored the winning goal in a 1-0 win in the FA Cup 4th round last season against Arsenal. But I'm not talking about just these cup performances and these cup goals. Nathan Ake, since basically the beginning of last season, in my opinion, has been one of the most consistent players in world football, particularly before Christmas. In the treble winning season, when City were a bit inconsistent, leaking goals, a bit unsure of themselves, Ake was one of the few players still turning up week in, week out, being consistent, being a threat going forward in the box, as well as being so solid against some of the best attackers in world football. I don't know, is it because he plays for Manchester City or what is it, but I think if he played for any other club, we would be lauding Nathan Ake as one of the best defenders in world football right now. He deserves his respect and he deserves that goal. Absolutely class. Number 2, Matija Kovic. Where have you been all season? That was the performance we needed to see from Matija Kovic. That looks like a steal, the 25 million we paid for Matija Kovic now based off that performance. You have now set the bar as to what we should expect from you. I get it. It takes a little bit of time to bet into Manchester City and get used to it, but this was the most influential and dominating performance I have seen from Matija Kovic in a Manchester City shirt. I'm not going to compare him because it's unfair, but some of his movements and the way he carried the ball and even the way he was aggressive going forward was Gundogan-esque. Now, he's nowhere near Gundogan. He is our hero, but Matija Kovic, we need to see more of this. He was a proper presence in midfield, looking to make things happen, aggressive driving forward with the ball and causing the Spurs midfield general problems all round. Matija Kovic, I need to see more from this. If he continues on this level and builds off this 25 million, an absolute steal. Great piece of business. I hope this is the beginning of Matija Kovic's Manchester City career properly. Number 3, the curse is finally over. At the 6th time of asking, we have finally won at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Now, am I too arsed about the FA Cup? I am and I haven't. I'd like to win the FA Cup. I love the competition, but is it my priority in terms of the competitions we're still left in this season? No, I much prefer to win the Champions League and the Premier League. I think you should fully understand that. However, the FA Cup is part of a potential retaining treble, if that's even a reality. But look, what does the significance of breaking the curse in this fixture mean for us? We can now go to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in April for the Premier League game away, knowing we have scored and won there. It's done. The hoodoo is over. The monkey is off our back. We finally won at that stadium. We finally scored at that stadium. We should be going there with no fear and no mental block. I think, yes, of course, winning in the cup, it's great. Getting your revenge over Spurs, because I think we let them off the hook in that 3-3 in the Premier League game, that's fine. The main thing for me is that ground, that stadium, that venue should no longer be a problem for us. We should go down there, 9k fans like they did the other night, whatever it may be in the Premier League, 2-3k, and put on the exact same performance with the exact same mentality. Absolutely elite. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, you are done. You are no longer a problem. Now, they are the 3 things we learned from Manchester City 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0. We go on to the 5th round of the FA Cup where we play away to Luton Town. If you enjoyed this type of video, please hit a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of these videos, and I'll probably make a few more of them. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good night and God bless.